Hello, Shamai, and welcome back. Today we are playing some more Hearts of Iron 4 with Brazil on the Kaiserreich mod. So it's been a while since last episode, and obviously last episode was just the beginnings and not really much happened. We were just talking about how the way we're going to go. We're kind of slowly moving towards positive political power, and we're currently researching the uneasy peace. And I think I've decided that we were going to go down the socialism, syndicalism path, just because, I think that would be pretty cool, and we could join up with the other syndicalists, like well, not syndicalists, but other socialists like France, Union of Britain, and whatnot. As far as I can remember, I don't think there was any wars. Oh, Afghan British Indian War. Ah, I see. Oh yeah, it's just the usual war that happens at the start of this game, which is when Afghanistan and the Dominion of India go at each other. So we have our little guys practicing down here, training up, making sure they are ready to fight when called on. And obviously, because of the way this game works, we need to change our government before we can start to really. That's weird. Is that supposed to be like that? Okay, maybe. Yes, it is. So basically, we need to get our government to change before we can start warring people consistently. I think that's how it works. We're a democracy right now, and I can guarantee you that that isn't going to last very long. So there it is, the uneasy peace. I can't remember which. Obviously, we can't do civil war yet because the civil war hasn't started. So if we go to the uneasy peace, we've got lessons of the war, doctrine, legacy of Riacello. That's Navy experience. I think we'll go for this next because we want to try and. Do we want to go down this way or do we want to? Oh no, lessons of Black Monday is what we were going to do because that gives us a plus 50 political power and that will take us above positive. The remilitarization of Oltenia, the Treaty of Bucharest of 1918, officially ended the Weltkrieg for Romania, but at a high cost. The nation was now dominated by German and Austrian industries. Oltenia was demilitarized and the oil fields were leased to Germany up to the distant year of 2012, which is quite a long way away in this game, especially at 1918. That's almost 100 years away. The humiliation of Romania endured resulted in it devolving into the national populist dictatorship led by the conductor Corneliu Codreanu. Codreanu and his Iron Guards set out to restore Romania to what they say it should have been, a titan of the Balkans. The first major move conducted by the conductor is the remilitarization of the Oltenia, a strategic region in Wallachia with large oil reserves and military industries. It is no more than the Romania walking to their own backyard. So that's kind of like a play on remilitarization of the Rhineland, I think. Yeah, I'm sure Kingdom of Ukraine changed, or maybe that. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But Iron Guard, where is Oltenia? This bit here. So this is now remilitarized, where they have their oil fields. So you can see how that's going to play out. The fascist, basically, it says nationalist populist, but they're basically fascists. So they're remilitarized. The Iron God Romania are probably going to go to war with Bulgaria at some point. Because I know quite a lot of this is Romania, I think. Possibly. I don't know. I may be completely wrong there. I think there's like a demilitarized zone or something here as well. I'm not really sure what that is. Oh yeah, demilitarized zone from the Italian Federation as well. Yeah, so Europe is a little bit weird, but obviously we're not in Europe, and I think these guys, no, they're not. They're not. Are they trained? No, they're not. There, I can see it. They're not quite fully trained yet. The first International Congress. Representatives from numerous syndicalist and socialist nations, which we will be soon, hopefully, have gathered in Paris today in what might just be a defining moment in the history of ideologies. The French Commune has invited numerous countries to the first official gathering of the members of the Third International to discuss political, foreign matters and cooperate on spreading socialism further. God, that was a long sentence. The French opened the International with a powerful parade, festivities in Paris, and finally a speech by the chairman of the CSP. Topics like Spain, the United States, and the world economic crisis are the top priority. It's expected that France and Britain will take the initiative at the gathering. Well, hopefully in a few years' time, that will be us. We will be a part of that. If we open the country lists and we look at the syndicalists and the radical socialists. Wait, what? And totalists, actually. So we got United Mexican States, Union of Britain, Socialist Republic of Italy, Socialist Republic of Georgia, Commune of France, Chile, Central America, and Baratia Commune. I didn't realize Chile was part of this. What are they? Chile are syndicalists. I didn't realize that. And the Commune of the Socialist Republic of Georgia. I didn't realize they as well. They existed as well. Electromagnetic, whatever that says, electrical mechanical engineering, and we're gonna go for radio next, I think there. So there's quite a few totalist, syndicalist, and socialist countries, and we are definitely want to be a part of that. So obviously Chile is someone we could make friends with in South America. We can't really afford to do any political powering at the moment, simply because it's just we don't have any political power. But oh, I forgot to press play. So things are at the early stage. We all know what it's like when you first get into a game in. I was going to say Football Manager then in Hearts of Iron, when you just got to get things going. I mean, I do find this mod really interesting just because of some of the countries. I love how Hermann Goering is head of Deutsche Mittelafrika. I think that's just I don't know why I find it really funny. The French Republic is just that's a weird one. What else do they own? The French Republic. That's pretty much it, really. And then you've got the obviously the different Chinese empires. I don't really know what you'd call them. Wow, look at that. The Fengshan government. That sounds like a very interesting country. Wait, what? That is a weird. That just looks like a Welsh flag and kind of a I don't know what a Welsh flag crossed with something. Transamur. That is a weird one. I like that flag, I must say. It's a very nice flag. Nicolas Iglesias, elected as chairman of the TUC. The 1936 Trade Union Congress in the Union of Britain. Nicolas Iglesias. Is he Welsh? Union of Britain was made out to be decisive. Long-time chairman of the TUC, Philip Snowden, declared his resignation, causing four major factions in the Union. Maximist, autonomist, federationist, congregationalist to butt heads. As the dust, yes, he is Welsh. Nicolas Iglesias, lovely. Welsh poet and leader of the autonomists, Nicolas Iglesias, has been sworn in as the new chairman of the autonomists. Support further decentralisation of the Union of Britain and even greater autonomy for the Welsh and Scottish nations, perhaps even full independence. That is fantastic. Go on, Nicolas. Nicolas Iglesias. Lovely bloke, obviously a lovely bloke because he wants independence of Wales. That'd be brilliant. If Scotland and Wales go independent, that would be. Well, Wales has the what you call it, the St David's flag as their flag. See, if you turns out you can play as Wales in this, then I've been doing this all wrong, and I should have gone as Union Britain and released Wales instead and played as them. So these guys, right? I'm going to stop training these guys because they're pretty much fully trained now. And do we have any? Yeah, we do. I'm gonna get rid of these guys. Where is it? Cancel production. We're just gonna get 5 units of these guys right now. And can I? No, yeah, we're just gonna get 5 units of them for now. We got our little navy here. We'll give them a general. Oh no, have they got a general? No, they don't. Ooh, this guy. What's he got? Old guard. No, spotter. Superior tactician. Old guard. Ah, all of these are old guard. Oh, they do have one. I didn't even realize. Yes, they do have an admiral there. So we've got Lessons of Black Monday going next, and I think we're gonna go for industrial recovery next because we'd like some nice industrialized economy. Essentially, we want some more industry, is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say. So I'm not really sure in terms of planning for war. I mean, Bolivia is who I want to go at war with. We're almost at full political power. Positive. The Markleek declared war on Mongolia. Good for you. Markleek, Mongolia. I can imagine that Whoa, that's a weird looking guy. Roman van Ungem Sternberg. Okay. Mongolia is in Great Khanate faction. What? There's a Great Khanate faction? Tibet and Mongolia. Ah, Tibet and Mongolia go to war with Mark Leake. Increase in stability. With our recent increase of political power, we are finally stable once more. The people trust us to run daily business again, and calm returns to the streets. Hopefully this won't happen again. The Brazilian nation is strong. We have average stability now, which is going to increase our factory production. That's good. Very good. We've got... are we researching tanks? No. What tank research do we have? We should probably start. That's the thing I'm going to do next, is get some... After the... Oh, to be fair, we didn't have basic infantry equipment. So that would kind of make sense to get that first. So I wonder if anyone... let's have a look at what factions exist. The Great Khanate, China first. What? Shanging Qianghu? Wow, they're in a China first. The member of China first. Tell you what, I can actually just... Where's the factions one on this? Let me just find a factions map mode. China first, one member of that. Nice. So now we can go and start researching some light tanks and upgrade this to that. And I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of reinforcements needed. 81 only. Okay, maybe not that many. So we've got China first. Oh, Middle Europa is a nice... It's basically the Central Powers, I assume. All of these are part of Middle Europa. That's quite a strong faction. The Entente is still there, just about. Doesn't really have much going for it though, does it? It's a bit scattered about. And the Third International. I want to join the Third International, essentially. That's the faction we're going to aim to join. I'm not usually a big fan of joining factions early on, so I'm going to try and wait a little bit, because obviously then you get dragged into wars. And the Great Khanate. So that's fair. At least lessons of Black Monday. And now we'll go for industrial recovery, I think. Or do I want to go for something different? Enact land reform. Factory outputs plus 3%. Okay, we'll go for land reform. Oh no, we can't go for land reform first. Oh, we need different government type for that. So we may as well... Oh, do I want to... What do these give? Navy experience, I'm not really bothered about that. Land doctrine. Oh, actually, I want to go down this way, just so we can get some free forts, basically. I'm assuming that Central America and United Provinces of America are going to go at war at some point. The Caribbean Federation has Belize. Who is it? Sir Gordon James of Letham. What a name. George V, I think it is. Oh no, it's Edward the Eighth is now King of Canada. And who owns this here? That's still Canada. The Arab Congress. The Arab revolt in the Valkrieg was a failure, mostly due to the defeat of the Entente, and millions of Arabs living in the Levant and Iraq stayed under Ottoman rule. Despite this, though, Arab nationalism has been on the rise for many years and has finally culminated in the beginning of the Arab Congress in Cairo. Representatives from numerous Arabic nations were greeted with a spectacular performance by Egyptian dancers and an artillery salute, and the negotiation began. Experts predict that Egypt and Hashemite Arabia will lead a congress where bitterness towards the Ottomans and sometimes even discussion of a united Arab axis against the Turks can flow freely. I wonder where I've seen this before. That's an interesting one. Hashemite Arabia and Egypt going to take out the Ottomans to free up all their Arab cousins in Syria and the likes. So what else was I going to chat? Who's head of Australia? Australasian. William Birdwood. God, there's some really British names. Union of South Africa. James Herzog. They're not part of any faction. They're not part of the Entente. Who else is in it? Dominion of India. The Emir of Afghan have signed a white peace. How did that go? Not very well. That was a pointless. Chamber of Princes is the leader of Dominion of India. That's a weird one. The Islamic State of Afghanistan. So Habibullah Kalakani has taken control of Afghanistan. It's the first Islamic state, I think. Oh no, this is wait, are these Islamics as well? Yeah, they must be Turkestan Khanate. Any other Islamic ones? These guys must be, maybe. I'm just looking at the flag mainly. So we have some new troops. Oh, the Polish military seizes control. Oh my word. In order to prevent total collapse of the government in Poland, yesterday the Sejm passed an emergency measure to invite the Polish military to create a new government until the economic and political situation stabilizes. The Polish military moved swiftly under the guidance of, oh wow, Władysław Sikorski, who declared national curfews in the wake of sudden military takeover. Polish military units now patrol the streets of Warsaw, and many wonder if even after the situation stabilizes, the military intends to stay and create yet another military dictatorship in Eastern Europe. Poland could not choose for itself. It appears the military chose for her. So we just get these guys training for a sec, some new guys. And we'll take a look at what's happened there. Kingdom of Poland is absolutely tiny. That really doesn't make that much of a difference. Where else is there a military dictatorship? These guys? Vladimir von Hohenzollern? I'm assuming, is this guy a military? That's a military dictator, it's gotta be. Yeah, so there's a lot of military dictatorships here, apparently. Galicia Lodomira. So Poland is actually pretty tiny, considering what it should be. And then, obviously, you got the Iron Guard. Social reform achieves Italian majority. The Fifth Congress of the Greater Italian Union, known to the rest of the world as the Socialist Republic of Italy, has ended with the Italian Social Reform Party, led by Filippo Turati, achieving a majority of seats in the government. The change in regime marks a turn of the Republic towards a more moderate stance. Oh no. And raises the possibility of more peaceful relations with the Italian Federation. More moderate? We shall see. Damn, it's more fun when they're less. Social reform. The anarcho-syndicalists have been kicked out. The social reformists are in. That could hurt their relationships with the relationship with the Commune of France. Nicolas Gleiss is doing all right. I see. As wow, their colours are so similar. The autonomists and the Fed/cons. The radical socialists. So the Socialist Republic of Italy is going to be more. Oh my word! Look at all this. Look at all these cool not tech trees, national focus trees. How long till ours is done? We're about halfway to lessons of the war doctrines. Kingdom of Spain. Look at these guys. The CNT. I'm sure that's like socialists. The CNT. Something like that. Anyway, so we've got construction 1. So I think now we'll go for. Oh no, we can't go for construction 2 yet. We'll go for basic machine tools. We don't really need synthetic oil yet. Oh, actually, let's check out trade. Oh no, we do need oil actually. We'll get some from the United States for now, so we don't have insufficient funds. Just to make sure our economy is still functioning. This guy is almost ready to join up with Army 1. Shall I change the name? If you want me to change the name of the army, suggest a name for the army. I know we could do it in Portuguese, but then I don't know any Portuguese. So if you can think of a name, suggest for the different armies, something a little bit, make the game a little bit more immersive and realistic, let me know down in the comments. And also, if you're enjoying the video as well, please leave a like. And obviously, if you haven't already, please subscribe as well. So the Caribbean Federation has got a fair bit of territory in the Caribbean. Obviously, they've got East Guyana and West Guyana. How do the Netherlands? Are they normal country in this? Oh no, they've got social conservatives, social democrats are on the rise there. Wilhelmina. And the Irish have got Michael Collins as their leader, and Sweden and Norway are pretty normal, I think. Social conservatives there. How about Russia? How are they getting on? No, oh yeah, their president did get killed, didn't he? So there's how are the wars going? Oh, Chinese, Jibei, Mongolian war. That's the one with the Ma clique, is it not? Yeah. So the Ma clique aren't doing very well against. To be fair, they'd probably get squished by Mongolia and Tibet. They probably should have thought of that before going to war with them. So far in the Third International, it's just Commune of France. Yeah, and these guys, if I can click on them, Socialist Republic of Italy. Wow, look at that guy, Filippo Turati. He looks amazing. Pius. Wait, is that? It's like Pope Pius. I didn't even realize Corsica was under Italian claims. That's pretty cool. So how is this guy getting on? Has he trained up yet? Almost. He's almost there. And once he's ready, we'll get him to join these guys here. We've got more ships coming in as well. Do we have any planes? No, we have 25 fighters. Is that fighters? And that's pretty much it. That's all we have for planes. But we don't need to worry about that right now because we're not at war anyway. Is this guy ready now? Oh, he's close enough to be ready in. Well, add him to this one. Stick him on this front line. And watch him go. A nice little militarized front line against La Plata, who are obviously going to be our biggest challengers. Look at this guy, Augustine P. Justo. Nice guy. Looks lovely. Integrate Paraguay. What does that do? Oh, I hope they don't actually wait a sec. Welcomes intellectual exercise. Renewed expansionism. The nature of the union. Integrate the Malvine. Oh, right. Okay, I see what they're doing. Oh wait, Paraguay's part of them. Yeah, they're trying to make things normal. Prepare for Brazilian counterattack. Have they done this one up here? Claim Upper Peru. Claim Southern Chile. War with Bolivia. Okay, we need to be careful that the Plata don't steal our thunder here. Lessons of the War Doctrine is done, and we're still on the La Plata. Focus tree. Let's go back here and we'll go for equipment improvement, and then I'm going to try and get these three here just so when we go at war with La Plata, or if they declare war on us, we've got a nice line of defense there. So that will be it for today's episode, guys. Next time I'll try and get more into an episode and try and speed things up a little bit. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more of this type of thing, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.